Just outside Cambridge, one of Britain's greatest sculptors lives and works. Helaine Blumenfeld is inspired by the golden age of Athens as she fashions marble into works full of lightness, spirituality and hope. I listened in as Helaine explained to Dame Janet Suzman what made her work in marble.
I'd started as a little girl thinking that my real life was a dream life, but I could never communicate. And I thought, I don't have enough words, I need more words. If I have more words, I'll be able to communicate. The more words I had, the less I was able to communicate. And one day I had a kind of revelation. I was standing in front of a Greek sculpture in a museum, and it so communicated to me. There was so much pathos, there was so much movement. It was so beautiful. And I said to Yorick, I wasn't married to him then, I think I'm going to give up trying to write and trying to use words. It isn't words, it's a visual language I've been looking for. Yeah. And I discovered that in Greek society, the sculptor was really the most revered and honored person, because it was believed that the sculpture that they produced was somehow directly representing the gods. That sense of being able to communicate something really spiritual through a material became very exciting to me, and I felt that material would have to be marble.
When Helaine saw how marble was quarried in places like Italy and Greece, that brought a fresh revelation.
It was transformative, because you're in another world and everything is white and crystalline, walls of marble, sheets of marble, caves of marble. And I went to the British Museum, which really affected me, but the sense of movement, the sense of wind, the sense of enormous emotion.
Of nature against the bodies, isn't it? Of a high wind somehow blowing the soft fabric against limbs.
We went then to the Acropolis, and I saw the works in the museum as it was at that time, and all the sculptures that were missing, because they were in the British Museum, which I had seen.
But the pentelic marble of those sculptures should be really in the land they were made from.
Well, even more than that, they should be with the collection of work that they were designed to be in.
Yes.
I mean, the most tragic thing for a sculptor, and I can tell you this personally, is creating work for a particular site and discovering that it's going to be moved. The sculptor has made this design, every single sculpture in it is integral to that design, integral to the concept. You can't do that. You can't take them away.
No, you can't, and there's some foolish misconception from the British Museum that somehow separating pieces that should be together like that is creative, which it clearly is not. It's destructive.
And when you now go to Greece, go to Athens, and see the new museum that they've built, they have the entire frieze, whether it's parts of it are in plaster and parts are in marble. The parts in plaster seem so dead. People who argued there was no place for it cannot argue that anymore. The place for them to go is there.